And a good morning to you. We're here at the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society. We're coming up in just a few moments. We are going to meet Sarah, the barn owl, and find out how you can learn more about the great work they do here. Stay with us and hanging out with Sarah. And I'm thinking maybe we should have played Hall & Oates' little Sarah Smile, but I don't know if Sarah can smile. Sarah's a barn owl. Rob, tell us a little bit about Sarah here.
Well, Sarah's our barn owl. She's 6.5 years old. There's nothing wrong with her. She's just captive bred and raised. She's used as part of our education program, so she sees school kids on-site and off-site.
And so what do we need to know about barn owls?
Well, barn owls are
friendly, apparently.
Barn owls are one of the rare species here in the Lower Mainland. This is as far north as they range. And unfortunately, the barn owl has taken a hit over the past few years with rodenticides as well as habitat loss.
Now, people are going to have a chance to learn a little bit more about the great work you do here at the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society. There's an open house coming up on the 26th and 27th.
That's right. At the open house, you'll be able to see these magnificent birds, as well as get some insight onto what they are and how they live in the wild and how we help them out here at OWL.
Excellent. Well, coming up in the next segment, in the 7 o'clock hour, we are going to examine an eagle and find out firsthand about the great rehabilitation work they do here. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Coming up next, we got Richard Detman and your City Biz and your market numbers for this morning in BT. Stay with us. We're in Delta. We are here in Delta at the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society, where, again, the primary thing they do is rehabilitate to be able to let these birds out into the wild. And right now, we are seeing an eagle.
Yep, this is an adult male bald eagle that came to us from Main Island. He's very, very emaciated. Basically been on the ground for 4 days before it was received by Island Wildlife Rehab at Salt Spring. And it was sent to us very quickly. He's at the point of the threshold where it's going to be a slow recovery.
Can we see him at all? I know we're doing like a little bit of an examination right here.
Yeah, he's got a damaged eye. His eye is actually closed. He's got a damaged eye, which happened sometime in the last probably 4 to 6 months. And this bird is actually a repeat customer. It was one we had back in 2012 with a broken wing that was released back to the wild here in Delta and was picked up on Main Island almost 2 years to the day.
Now, I know that you're doing a bit of an examination. We also have to feed the eagle as well. So what do they eat?
In the wild, they eat a variety of things depending on seasonal, salmon, ducks, rats, anything of that nature. They also scavenge as well.
Are we able to feed the eagle at this point?
Yep, at this point we're actually going to try and give him some salmon here.
Okay.
Because he's so thin, we're trying to monitor his eating and regulate his eating so that he doesn't, of course, eat too much, which can unfortunately kill them because they're in such a weakened state. Too much is not good.
And about how long before, when you receive a bird, for instance, or rescue a bird, how long before you can send them out into the wild?
When a bird comes in, we've had them recover within 2 days, depending on the injury, anywhere between 2 days and 9 months. Some birds take longer than others, again, depending on species, injury, and the overall health of the bird.
Well, I'll let you continue to feed this eagle right now. For more details, of course, on what the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society does, you can check out their website. They also have an open house that is happening on the 26th and 27th, where there will be everything from activities for the kids, face painting, rubber duckies, a big draw that's going to be happening, a trip for two to Victoria and Michelle, of course some food as well. So it's a great family event. You're going to be supporting a great cause to be able to save and rehabilitate birds just like this one here.
Wow, that is fascinating.
Yes, and good morning to everyone out there. We're here in Delta at the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society. We're coming up after the break. We are going to meet two baby great horned owls, and we're going to find out what they're doing here to ensure a successful release. Stay with us. You're watching BT. And we have now a sight that most people don't get a chance to see, some babies.
That's right. Beside us here we have two young great horns. They're about between 8 and 10 weeks old. They were both found at the side of an overpass, and unfortunately then they were unable to get back into the nest. So they were brought here for fostering, and because they're young we have the ability to use our permanent residence for fostering. Casper is our female great horn, and she's fostering these young, and she'll raise them till they're pretty well fully feathered. It gives them an association with a natural bird of their own kind, and it also helps in the stimulation, especially when it comes to live testing, to make sure that these young ones are able to kill and hunt on their own.
And who are we seeing now?
That's Casper, and Casper is a permanent resident we've had here for a few years now. And she's one of the best mums we've got. She usually will foster anywhere between 2 and 6 babies every season.
Now, if someone happens to come across a baby bird or a baby, a baby owl, like this, what should they be doing? Are they allowed to should they be picking up and bringing it here? How does that work?
The best thing to do is if you do find an orphaned raptor or a young raptor on the ground, the best thing to do is give us a call, and we will either pick it up and bring it here to the center in order to rehabilitate it to get them back to the wild, or we would inspect and see if we can find a nest nearby. Most of the time, the young birds we do get, it's unsafe to get up to the nest, so they are brought here for rehabilitation.
So when in doubt, definitely give a call. And by the way, Jody and Riaz, I should say, they have an open house happening on the 26th, 27th, where people can really come and get educated about the great work they do out here. For more details, you can check out their website. And of course, Snoopy is a familiar face around here.
Yep, Snoopy's quite popular with the kids as well as at open house. He will be here at open house. And as one of the prizes for the duck fishing in the pond is a picture with a bird, and sometimes it's Snoopy.
Now, Snoopy is very light. How much does Snoopy actually weigh?
Snoopy's around 75, 80 grams. Snoopy's one of the smaller owls in BC. He came to us with a broken left wing, and unfortunately wasn't able to regain flight, so he's been here with us for a few years.
And I'm sure you've been happy to have Snoopy here as a companion. If you want a chance to see Snoopy and also learn about the great work they do here at the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society, you can check out their website. And please make your way out here to Delta on the 26th and 27th, Jody and Riaz, for a chance to learn about the great work they do out here. Yeah, thanks very much there, guys. We are here at the Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society, and right now we are inside the pool cage.
That's correct. This is a pool cage. This is a cage that is designed for both ospreys and eagles. It's a 120-foot cage with an 80-foot pool that contains live rainbow trout. It allows the ospreys to fish for fresh food, and gives them enough space to fly. This bird that we currently have in here is from Kamloops, and it's a juvenile bird that had a fracture in its wing. And it's been here over winter, and he'll be released hopefully within the next couple of weeks back into Kamloops.
So having a space like this is super important, to be able to have them kind of in a controlled area, have free reign?
It's yes, it's very important to protect them, but also protect them from predators, and it gives them the ability to eat their natural diet in a controlled area.
Now, you do some great work here at OWL. Obviously, donations, I'm sure, always welcome. People can, of course, make their way here to the open house on the 26th and 27th. But what kinds of items, what kind of supplies are helpful to you if anyone ever wants to donate?
All donations, both monetary and also towels, sheets. Dawn dish soap helps out, especially if we get a number of birds that are oiled.
And it's interesting you mentioned a specific brand, Dawn. That has been proven to be the perfect brand for this kind of, because we've seen the ads,
yeah,
right?
This actually, Dawn soap tends to be the best for this application for these animals, yes.
Excellent. Well, they do great work here in Delta. Again, for more details on how you can help, you can always give them a call. Check out their website. The big open house, Jody and Riaz, happening on the 26th and 27th. They're going to have hot dogs. They're going to have face painting, options to get pictures with Snoopy for a donation, of course, which all helps the work they do here at OWL. Again, a great opportunity to check them out and a great family-friendly event, Jody and Riaz.